'tis I, Grace, with pictures of someone on the internet that I found and printed out. But I'm not creepy, I promise. I'm not a stalker either. So basically what today's video is going to be is taking someone's distinct facial features and other features like hair and stuff and translating them into your own art style, basically drawing someone like semi-realistically while still being able to tell that it's them. So I think the best example of what I'm talking about is right after Star Wars came out, the new one, Force Awakens, a lot of people started drawing Rey. Because she's the main character. But they were doing that in their own styles, fan art basically. So what they do is they take pictures of Rey and they see, or really Daisy Ridley, and they see what facial features make Rey. For example, she has, you know, like an interesting mouth and eyebrows. I don't really know how to explain it. I'm not doing a very good job. But basically they take those things and they translate them into their own art style and then they draw her. So you can have like 16 different artists do 16 different versions of Rey from Star Wars, but you'll still be able to tell she's Rey from Star Wars because they retained her essential facial features. Today, our lovely muse will be Bones. She's an Instagram account. I'll link it below. She's very sweet. So it's maybe not the best idea to draw her though. We both live in the Bay Area. I didn't know this until after I asked her permission, but there is a chance that we'll run into each other. Yes, I did make a long video dissecting every facial feature on your face, but hopefully that never happens. Okay, hello to the echo chamber that is me recording things through my earbuds. Anyways, I am starting this picture of Bones with the circle, which is what I normally do, and I make a little cross. And then I drag the chin down a little bit. In retrospect, this was a bit of a mistake because Bones has a very round face, but you know what? We're just gonna go with it. I realized my mistake pretty soon. Okay, so now I'm looking at this picture. I noticed that her chin is very wide, but also pointy, if that makes any sense. The tip is wide, but itself is pointy. I've also noticed that she has a very, like, rectangular nose. I don't mean that to sound mean, although it does sound kind of mean, but she does. So I sketched that shape in. And now I'm just staring at her eyes. It's kind of hard to tell because she's either smizing or like really wide-eyed in her pictures. Not that I blame her. I appreciate a good smize. Amen. God bless our queen, Tyra Banks. But it's a little hard to tell her eye shape. I tend to do eyes pretty big anyways, so I'm just going to roll with it. And I added in a messy septum, and I'm starting to do the mouth, and now I'm doing the eyebrows. I think you can tell that one eyebrow's a little bit higher than the other, arched a little bit more, and she also has very thick eyebrows. So I'm just trying to get the shapes right and also trying to get her cheekbones right since she does have very beautiful visible cheekbones. Just for authenticity's sake, I decided to copy her necklace in the picture with the big eyes. Yeah, that's what I'm calling it, guys. Just roll with it. I'm not being very specific about this. I'm just sketching in rough shapes because this is just a sketch. I'm not planning on inking this. Maybe I will, but probably not. Okay, at this point I've noticed that her eyes are a little too high up because her face is quite a bit rounder than I initially drew it. And I also drew her eyes two different sizes because I tend to struggle with getting eyes the same size and shape. I don't know why I struggle with this. This is probably a sign that I'm not qualified to be making this video, but I'm making it anyway. So now I'm going in with the liner because she has some really cool winged eyeliner that she does. So I'm going in and adding those wings. They're uneven. Just pain in my life. And now I'm doing her mouth. Now, one edge of her mouth like quirks up a little more than the other. The right side of her mouth just goes up a little more, like, you know, when you're doing like a model mouth thing and you're like curving your lips up, one edge goes up more than the other, so I made sure to add that. And she also has like a bit of a rectangle shadow under her mouth, if that makes any sense, so I added that too. And now I'm just gonna go in for the hair. So her hair is pretty long, as you can see, and it's very curly, and it kind of appears to almost like dreadlock in some pictures. Not like dreadlock, but like just kind of get very curly messy. And I think it's really cute, but you know, accuracy. So I first thought I was going to do a beanie because I can't really see her hairline in any of her pictures. Or at least the ones that I printed out and I'm using as references. So I just decided that maybe putting like a a beanie and then the braids and then the long hair, because she does the braids and then she'll do the hair, or sometimes she just does the braids, if this makes any sense whatsoever. I'm just now filling everything in kind of messily. I fill stuff in messy. I'm a messy drawer. It's just who I am. I can't change, even if I try, even if I wanted to. That song doesn't even apply to this, but I made it apply to this. Wow. I think around now I am adding in a little bit of darkness under the eyes. It's a little hard to tell because she's either smizing or like wide open, but I do think she has a little bit of an under eye circle area, so I added that in. Also, I tend to do that anyways, so I figured I might as well go with it. And I'm just fixing up the brows because she has a little bit more of a fade than I drew her with. Just cleaning up the jaw. I think I made it a little too pointy initially. Now it's a little more rounded since her face is very round. I haven't realized that the eyes are messed up yet, but I will soon. I will fix those. Rest assured, I will fix those before this video ends. Okay, now I think I'm starting to notice that the beanie is really not working out, so I just scrapped the beanie and instituted a made-up hairline because I've never actually seen her hairline, but I just guessed. And I'm just cleaning that up, and now I've noticed that the eyes are uneven, so I'm trying to go in and fix them. And yeah, this is about it. I did go in and fix it a little afterwards I stopped recording, so I will put in the picture, the final one, but this is how I translate features. So I hope you found this video vaguely informational and you enjoyed it. As a little side note, thank you for 200 subscribers.